You may start now.
Good evening, everybody. I call this meeting of the Governor's Commission on Middle Eastern American Affairs to order. It's August, 12th, around 6:36 p.m. Thank you all for joining this special session where we wanted to just close out some loose ends from the last public meeting that we had. So let's jump right in. It should be brief. We'll do roll call. So Cheryl will keep track of everybody, but if you could just let's call out our names. I'll call them out, and if you just say yay. So Commissioner Ali.
Yes. Yes.
Great. Commissioner Gulistan. Okay, I'll take that as a yes. Vice Chair Wafa.
Yes, yay.
Okay. Commissioner Khalil.
Yes.
Okay. Commissioner Rosenthal.
Yes.
Okay. Commissioner Grossman.
Yes.
And Commissioner Deaver.
Yes.
Wonderful. So we do have quorum, and thank you all. Now that quorum has been established, we can do adoption of the agenda. So the brief agenda was shared by Cheryl earlier. Are there any amendments to the agenda? Please raise your hand if there are. Okay, hearing none. May I have a motion to adopt the agenda as presented?
I move to adopt the agenda as presented. This is Commissioner Wafa.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second from Commissioner Deaver.
Wonderful. So the motion carries, the agenda is adopted. So we'll jump into the first agenda item, which is to approve the meeting minutes that were circulated prior to the last public meeting. And we had some, clarifications and some corrections of emails that were made between that meeting and today. I want to bring those meeting minutes again forward for approval as is. Do I have a motion to approve those meeting minutes?
Can we step back a little? We had a motion for the adoption of the agenda, a first and a second, but we did not vote on it. Doesn't it need to be voted?
Yes, I forgot. Call to vote. Okay, everyone who agrees to the agenda, raise your hands. So it looks like that's everyone. So a count of 8 yays. And so the yays have it.
Okay. Thank you.
Apologies about that, Cheryl.
It's okay. I'm like, okay, we're moving on a little bit too fast.
Okay, so moving on to approval of meeting minutes from April 7th and May 15th. Are there any corrections to the minutes? And Commissioner Ali, your hand is still raised. I think that's from prior ago. Okay.
Okay, here it is.
Wonderful. Okay. May I have a motion to approve the minutes as presented?
I move to adopt accept the minutes. Was it adopt or accept the minutes as presented?
And I'll second, as long as Olive's fine with them.
Okay, great. And again, let's take a vote. Everyone who approves, please raise your hands. And just a reminder, folks can also abstain as well. So I think that is 8 yays. Wonderful. Okay, so the motion carries and the minutes for April and May are now approved. So moving on to agenda item number 5. So we would like to put forward a motion to create a working group for Maryland 250 planning. Now, this is a motion that Commissioner Amar wanted to present, but he's unable to make it today. So he has shared with me the language of the commission, and I'm just going to read what he shared with a number of us via email as is. So just a little bit of background. Early discussion with Jose Luis Nova, the music director and conductor of Annapolis Symphony Orchestra, has revealed strong interest in partnering with the Governor's Commission on Middle Eastern American Affairs to create an event or series celebrating Middle Eastern musical heritage, showcasing artists from our communities. As the state of Maryland prepares to commemorate the 250th anniversary of the American independence in 2026, this initiative offers an opportunity to align cultural programming with semi-quincentennial themes. Such a partnership would highlight contributions of Middle Eastern Americans to the state's cultural landscape and strengthen the value of diversity and inclusion that Maryland champions. We are looking to establish a dedicated working group that will ensure structured planning, coordination, and effective integration of Middle Eastern music and cultural heritage into the celebrations. This approach maximizes community engagement, elevates representation, and positions the commission as a leader in promoting artistic collaboration during a historic milestone for the state and nation. So presenting the motion, it is, I move that the commission approve the creation of a working group tasked with developing a collaborative program with the Annapolis Symphony Orchestra and other organizations that integrates Middle Eastern heritage into Maryland's 250th anniversary celebration. So that is the motion put forward.
Can that wording be put in the chat, please?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Can I follow up from this meeting, Cheryl, and send it to you via email?
That would be perfect. Thank you, Chair.
And I'm happy to second so we can have a conversation.
Yes, I was going to open it up for discussion. So let me see who has, so let me look at my,
I missed who was first. I apologize.
I don't, oh,
The
I
motion was presented by
Mona,
Mona can't present the option. She read the motion from the commissioner on pen.
Commissioner Amar.
So Amar, thank you. So it was the motions was presented by Amar through the chair, and it was seconded by Dr. Grossman.
Can he present a
But
motion?
can he
and
put
stuff?
that through when he's not present?
no, he
That
can't.
is my question.
He can't. Someone
I
here
didn't
has
think
to.
so.
Yes. So yes. So what I was about to say is someone else has to present the motion because it was presented by paper through the chair and it can't be them.
The chair, I'm happy to
Yeah.
present it.
Yes, the chair.
Unless
can-
someone else is involved with it, that's fine.
no, please go ahead, Commissioner
Oh,
Grossman.
do I have to? I don't have the text in front of me. Do I have to
Yeah,
repeat it?
I'm putting it in the chat now.
Can I just say that I don't know, parenting in place of Amar, my friend Amar, that whatever he said.
Did you say she moves to create
Right.
a group for the Maryland 250 planning?
Yes, you can just keep it that simple.
I think that's.
Thank you, Ella. So I moved to create a 250 anniversary planning committee that will move on the plan to partner with the Annapolis Symphony for a Middle Eastern American celebration.
I second.
Okay, everyone who's in favor or, well, let's
Discussion
first
first.
open for discussion. So Commissioner Deaver, you have the floor.
think she may have been voting, thinking we were voting.
Okay.
But I think Commissioner Susan I think she wanted to open it up for discussion.
That's what
Yeah.
I was trying to do, and then it wouldn't let me switch back over.
No.
Okay. I know Alyssa, I'm sure, has a lot of the event planning pieces of this to help us think it through. So I don't know if you wanted to go first, Alyssa?
I honestly, I don't think, I personally, I don't even think it should be a lot of discussion. I think it's important for our commission to be represented accordingly with the 250th anniversary. I think we have enough lead time right now. My biggest thing is that if we're working on something big, we need to give ourselves enough time and be able to plan it and market it properly, get the proper approvals, through GOSI to be able to make sure that flyers get approved properly, that we're following procedure, because that's where we ran into a problem last time and we need to not run into the same problem again. So I am all for, if it's already been seconded, I mean, I would, unless there's additional discussion, but I would like move to have us vote.
Yeah, we can do that. I think it'll be a wonderful program. The symphony is involved already, and they've been kind of waiting to be involved with us all year. So I know they're very excited about that, and we have a tremendous amount of musical resources here in Maryland that we can draw on. There will be some cost, and we'll have to look and see how that is navigated. I'm excited about working with Amara about that, and we've talked a little bit already about it. So, what's our next step? We have to vote it.
Dr. Brown has his hand up.
Yeah, Dr. Brown, you have the floor.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to say you have to, now that when we finish voting and accept it, make sure you find a process to pick the people that's going to be a part of the working group. I know everyone's not here, so it might not be an opportunity to pick them now, but just after we do it, make sure you have a process to pick the people in the working group. But that's you awarded that since you're the chair.
Yes, there's a few of us that are already working with Amar on this, but we're gonna definitely solicit more feedback, especially since we want this not to just be the Annapolis Symphony Orchestra, but collaboration with other organizations as well.
We should definitely be looking at the colleges. I know there's many groups at University of Maryland, at Towson. So I definitely think there would be benefit of reaching out to the schools because they also have free entertainment, but they're also very good. I know even at the governor's mansion for the Hanukkah event, they brought in the kids from University of Maryland and they were great. So anyway, just my 2 cents on ways we could save some money while still bringing the cultural pieces from both sides, so that this way, we can make an even bigger program.
I love that notion. Yeah, I definitely think the key here is going to be collaboration and hopefully, Dr. Brown and I are looking at budget, but it's not like we would be able to do an event completely on our own, I think. Great. So I think at this point in time, we can go ahead and take a vote to approve the motion to create a working group for the Maryland 250 event planning. Everyone in favor, please raise your hands. So, okay, great. We have all yays, so 8 yays. Wonderful. So the motion passes to create the working group. And then I will hand over the floor now to Commissioner Deaver to present the next motion on our agenda.
For the next motion for tonight, as we had talked about in our last meeting, we're looking at October the 26th. Commissioner Kishore has let me know that she has a place that we can actually host it, which is at her community. She has a great community center that is open for us to use at no cost. But my motion is for us to move from a full event to having let's say, a commissioner's retreat on October 26th. Maybe even with the title Building Bridges Beyond the Boardroom. That was my creative thinking yesterday. And I have an entire outline as well that we can further elaborate on, that I will share with you, that I'll share with the commission. So my motion is to move forward with the October 26th date as a retreat for our commission versus an event.
Wonderful. Thank you, Commissioner Deaver. Is there a discussion on the motion that's been presented?
So we need to second, so I'll second it so we can have the discussion.
Okay. Thank you, Commissioner Grossman. Okay. Any discussion on the motion?
Well, that made it even easier because I had a whole outline of like 5 pages of different things that we could do and how we could do it and all that stuff. But sure.
Well,
Great idea.
My only question is if I saw in the agenda, it was a motion to create a working group to plan it. Do we need to also have another separate motion to create a working group to plan it versus what Commissioner Alyssa presented, which is a motion to have a retreat on the 26th?
I think we already have a working group though. We already have like an event working group. I mean, there's only 3 of us. So I don't think you have to have a separate vote for that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Brown, but that's what I would think, is that we already have the working group. It's really just a matter of approving switching the concept from a full scale event to being able to go to a retreat. And again, as you guys all probably know, it's so we can all get to know each other better.
Yeah.
So
Thanks.
Dr. Brown.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I know we haven't, this was probably going into the planning portion of it, but I'll say this. I know we briefly talked about having people maybe come in for the retreat and not elected officials, but state representatives and stuff like that. I don't know if that's still the plan to have, or if it's just us as the commission.
Yeah, I don't believe that was discussed,
Okay.
Dr. Brown. There was a discussion about doing a separate reception and having more of an intimate conversation with leaders, in the governor's mansion reception room as a separate event. And that was something that I've also discussed with Larry, but it would be a completely different event, not related to the retreat, which we were looking to only have this commissioner set and those who aren't here today be a part of, and no outside individuals.
Thank you.
And then I know, Cheryl, you had your hand raised next. So Cheryl, you have the floor.
Yeah, I was just going back in notes from previous meetings, and Commissioner Deaver is correct. We did form a working group for a Middle Eastern celebration, but it wasn't decided on what type of celebration that you guys were going to have. And then it just switched from a celebration technically to a commission or retreat. So we really do not, since we do have a working group already, you would just need to decide on members of this working group and then plan a meeting to go over the planning of it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that clarification, Cheryl. Commissioner Grossman, you have the floor.
Yeah, I just, can you hear me? Yes.
Yes.
So I just wanted to ask that we get the times soon. I've already been tapped to teach. Sundays are a big teaching day in our community. So I found out my Sunday night teaching isn't at night. It starts at 5 with high school students. So I'm modeling a anti-hate bias harassment program in the Jewish community. So I'm running that for the couple of weeks in October, November. So I can't change that. That's already been in the works for a while.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm hoping that we can just at least nail down the hours for the retreat so that I can make sure to not, make sure to be there as much as possible.
So again, nothing's formulated yet. This is Alyssa just starting to put things pen to paper. I have it like as a between 8:30 and 9 a.m. arrival. So it's like going to be a full day, but then like 4 to 4:30 is reflection and recognition. So I mean, I would really plan to be there from about not 9 to 5, a regular work day on a Sunday. But again, 4 to 4:30 is reflection, recognition. I have a group photo at the end, but we could do the group photo at lunch so that this way, if you have to cut out, you won't miss much of anything. I can tell you again loosely again. And if anybody else wants to join the working group, what we can do is kind of divide up what those activities look like. But anything from bridge builders, a mindfulness session, networking within there, and then some icebreakers, cultural connection. So it's really broken out with facilitators as well. So that's something we can discuss further too. So for each of the activities, as much as I love my own voice at times, I would love to be able to kind of work with everybody so that different folks can facilitate some of the different activities, which I think will be beneficial. And one of the fun things I have on there is actually building bridges. So like, where you get a certain amount of materials and you have to work as a team and see how tall you can make it, all that kind of stuff. So
Thank you, Commissioner Deaver. And yeah, let's get connected and talk more about it offline because
yeah, absolutely.
I just found out about some other events happening in this space I was thinking about like in the morning, but there's a potential second space that I have access to, and we will
Well,
still work on that date.
And also, I can tell you, like, I work for Scouting America right in Bethesda off Rockville Pike, and nobody's there on Sundays, and I would just have to let them know. But we have multiple boardrooms and large spaces where we have our meetings, and we have full AV and everything there as well. But so I would just have to find out and make sure nobody's in there on Sunday too. But if I can put that as a backup as well.
Okay, wonderful. Well, yeah, we'll plan and talk more about those logistics offline, but I think it's phenomenal and I appreciate the outline that you've put together because we really want this to be a fulsome, enjoyable retreat, and we don't want this to just be something where everybody shows up and has like not a structured interaction. So
I have 5.5 pages outlined after our conversation yesterday. So
yes, which is why I love that we all have different and amazing strengths. So any other discussion or questions about moving this event over to a retreat? No, wonderful. Then I'm going to ask for a vote to accept this motion of making the October 26th event an internal event just for commissioners and have it be a retreat rather than a public facing cultural event. So if you could please raise your hand to vote.
Doesn't someone else need to bring out the motion for a first and a second?
Oh,
It was,
we did that. I did first, and Rabbi Grossman did a second.
it was already done.
Yeah.
Oh,
before-
okay. We're going back.
Uh,
Okay.
all 8 yays, and yay, it passes. Wonderful. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Truthfully, I am so incredibly excited by this retreat idea, just because as I've talked with each of you one-on-one, I've realized that I myself haven't had the opportunity to really get to know everyone, and I've only enjoyed getting to know each of you more as I've talked with each of you one-on-one. So hopefully we'll all find a lot of value from this event. We may not have everyone attend, but we will absolutely try to. So great.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
Wonderful. Okay, let's take a vote.
This is my new puppy, by the way. I'm sharing
Oh
this with
my-
everybody.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my God.
What's their name,
Close the
Alyssa?
vote.
Name is
Close-
Ash.
Close the vote, Chair.
Wait, did we
Close
get
the
enough
vote.
votes?
Close the vote.
Close the vote.
Okay, everyone, the motion carries. We have adjourned, sending peace and love to you all. Enjoy the end of summer. We'll share some pictures at the retreat. Thank you, everybody.
And now see the puppy.
Now
put
see the puppy.
Now
So-
let's see the
So
puppy.
puppy, I was like, I kept putting myself on mute because she was like, I want to play. So this is Ash. Her name is Ash. We weren't getting another dog. Our other dog passed away about 3 weeks ago. We're not getting
Oh,
another
sorry.
dog. We're not getting another dog. We're not getting another dog. And my kids were like, let's just go to the shelter. We'll see what happens. Well, that's what happens.
She seems so calm.
She's so chill. Like we've had her a week and she's 4. She's like the best dog. I know this is totally off topic, but I thought you guys could hear her in the background because she was literally like, oh, oh. I'm like, okay, you gotta go lay down.
She was voting. She was voting.
She
making
was
a motion.
voting. She said yay. She said yay. Okay. I won't bother y'all with that, but I'm looking forward to working on the retreat.
Oh my.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Bye. Have a good
Bye.
night.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.
Bye, Amal, we have to talk. Love you. Bye.